So we've set up our WooCommerce account, and I said it in that video session that I wanted to show you how to set up a PayPal account really quickly. So we're going to go through that step by step, and first of all, what you want to do is click sign up. And of course, you want to go to paypal.com to get there. So once you go to sign up, you're going to see this screen that says personal account or business account, and we're going to set up a business account. And then enter the email address you'll use to sign up or log in. So whatever you want to use here, it's fine. Just remember that that's the one that you use. I'm going to use baked@goldengorillabakery.com. Click continue. I'm going to create a password. Then click continue. Oh, I just tried to type Golden Business. Golden Gorilla Bakery. I hope it turns into a Golden Business. Check the agreement, agree, and create account. Business type, we're going to choose individual or sole proprietorship. Keep it simple. If you have an LLC or a corporation, you can choose that here. But we're just going to keep it simple and use a sole proprietorship and our social security number as the business ID. Product or service, we're going to say bakeries. What are your monthly sales? Up to $4,999. Let's choose that. Website, we'll put in www.goldengorillabakery.com. Uncheck this debit MasterCard unless you want one, because when you have money in your PayPal account, if you have a debit card, you can use it at restaurants and gas stations, and it's an easy way to access your funds. Click continue, last 4 digits of your social, date of birth. And then once you get logged in here, it looks like everything's set up. There's a button here that you can take a tour that'll explain, but we'll go through what's necessary right now. And if you scroll down here, you'll notice that there's some stuff that it wants you to do. And one of the important things is adding a bank account so that you can get your money. If you start adding the information here too soon, like if you start adding like payments and stuff, if you don't have your bank account set up, you may or may not see any money show up in this account. It's like your funds are just blocked. So first of all, there's this set up a PayPal checkout with standard integration. Click start setup. And we're going to choose the basic standard integration. And this says right here, not a developer, use a pre-built solution. We're just going to click on that button there. And it has these pre-built solutions. Because we're using WooCommerce, the only thing that we really need is that API key. And so we're going to click this API key, app name, WooCommerce, and then click create app. And then it's saying confirm your email. Just click on confirm your email. And it's going to send an email to whatever email address you use. So I'm going to go to that email account. Right here it says your PayPal account has been returned to regular standing. Set up your PayPal business account, confirm your email address. That's the one we're looking for. Confirm my email. So when you click on Get Your Live API Credentials, you're going to have this client ID, and you can just say Copy Client ID. Then when we go back to our website, we have our PayPal identity token. We just copy it right there. We make sure that our receiver email is the Golden Gorilla, and so it's going to be bakery.com. And then up here, this PayPal email also needs to say baked@goldengorillabakery.com. So basically it's just those two things, your PayPal email, your receiver email, and this PayPal identity token need to be set up. And then you click Save Changes. Now I'm jumping between two browsers. I'm going back over here to Safari, and I'm going to go back to home. So it's just me being logged into my PayPal account. And I scroll down here and I see this add a bank account. And this is an important piece to get money. Like I said, if you don't have this, sometimes you can't get your money. It says search for your bank. I use Chase. It's gonna ask for your username and password. The cool thing is it's not gonna send I'm gonna have it send an email to my email account. Confirm my identity. So we have that code. We just copy and paste it into here. Confirm your identity. Verifying. Now then, I don't want it to be on both my accounts, or I want it to just be my business account. So I'm just going to choose this one. I'll click next. And then done. So it looks like everything's set up. And what I like to do at this point is to go ahead and test that to make sure that I'm receiving money into the right account and that everything's clicking before I, make an account live. The worst thing to do would be to get a whole bunch of sales, people were charged, and you have no idea where the money's going. And I actually had that happen to a client where she's like, I've sold a bunch of products, but I don't know where the money's at. And so even after she got her account set up, she contacted PayPal, there were a lot of hoops she was having to jump through just to get this few $100s worth of sales. But the clients, they paid, and so that money was just out in limbo. So I'm gonna zip back over here to this Golden Gorilla Bakery. And then I'm gonna go back to my dashboard. I'm gonna go back to my products. I only have the one product, so I go products, all products. And I'm gonna click on view this cupcake product. And I went ahead, and while we were offline, I changed the price to $1 so that I could just test this out and make sure that if I'm making a payment, that I'm just charging myself $1. So I click add to cart. You'll notice that right over here it says view cart. I'm gonna click on that, view cart. And then I'll go down here to proceed to checkout. And it's already got my, information here, but you may have to fill in this calculate shipping. It already has my shipping address here, and that's why I click proceed to checkout. I also changed the flat rate shipping to just $1 as well. So my cost of my product is $1, my shipping is $1 right now, so my sale right now is just $2. The billing details, they're all right here. I click continue, ship to a different address. I'm gonna uncheck that so that I don't have to worry about anything. I click OK, proceed to PayPal, easy. And then here, I'm gonna change this to my other Yahoo account or a PayPal account because I can't pay for these goods with my Golden Gorilla account. And then there's my options of where I want to choose to pay from. So I just click pay now. And it's gonna ship it to the address that I put in, and then it has my purchase details, and it's gonna send me a receipt. And there's the merchant, so I just click return to merchant. And when I do, this is what the customer sees. Thank you for your payment, your transaction has been completed, and a receipt for your purchase has been emailed to you. And then I can go right down here to WooCommerce, and I can click on orders. And my orders are all gonna be right here. So right now it's showing that there is an available $1.64. And the reason for that is PayPal took a little bit of that process, that payment as a processing fee. So you pay 36 cents for that credit card transaction processing. And so there are fees when you have credit card processing. That's just part of the game. And so, but everything's working. And then later, if you want to transfer, you can transfer this to your bank or to a check by mail. So everything's working like it's supposed to. By the way that we get those order emails whenever we place an order that comes through PayPal is we want to make sure that we go into settings in WooCommerce on the WordPress side of things, and then go to emails and change out the email notification. Now by default, it's gonna choose whatever email account you use whenever you set up WordPress, and I use my personal email account. And so I'm gonna go over here and click manage because you'll notice that it says Edo at Gmail at these three. We're just gonna change that. And then I'm gonna put baked at goldengorillabakery.com. Definitely wanna make sure that you put in the right email address and spell it correctly. Something else that says additional content, congratulations on the sale. If you ever have problems where these aren't coming through or this email won't change, at one time they had stuck an emoji in here and that emoji was causing problems with this update. And so if this ever is a problem where the email doesn't update, it might be that you just need to delete this additional content and then click Save Changes. When you click the Save Changes, you're gonna go back to this emails and you're gonna change out these other two that are here as well. Notice that this one did change, this recipient's changed, so that's good. Click Manage again, same thing. Baked at goldengorillabakery.com. Now, I'm just gonna highlight that so I don't have to type it again. Click Save Changes, and then I'll go here to Failed Order, and I'm gonna click Manage. Okay, everything else on here, don't really need to mess with. Down here, this From address, another place to change it. There we go. And then if you wanted to change your base color to the gold color so that it has some style, or maybe you just want it to be the darker gray, you can change that. And this is gonna be the base color of your email that is sent on a new order. So I'm gonna go and just change this to the golden color. Let me do that. I'm gonna change it to the golden color. And that is right here. Delete that, put it in there. There it is. I click Save Changes. And there we have it. Our emails are all set up so that whenever we place an order or when somebody places an order, we're gonna get an email notification to our inbox and we can see right away we need to ship somebody something. So that's basically how you set up PayPal. There's a few hoops that you gotta jump through, but once you get through them, then the process starts being very smooth, and I highly recommend it for taking payments, especially if you don't already have a merchant account set up. It's still probably one of the easiest to set up. As we were setting that up, you might have noticed that there were a few details on the site that needed to be cleaned up. There were some colors that were still purple that we needed to change. There were some headers. We wanna make all that look cohesive and pretty now that we know how to set up this shopping cart. And so in our next session, that's what we're gonna work on.